Hi, welcome to Mind Over Matter. I have a very, very beautiful message today that I am so excited to share with you all. So I'll just dive right in. I drew some oracle cards and I meditated on them, and the message was so powerful and so beautiful. Like, I teared up. Like, whoever this reading is for, you should be very proud of yourself. So let's get started. The first cards I have here is Lost Compass, Getting Back to Integrity, and Dances on One Foot, Balancing Act. With these cards, I'm getting, this is someone who is intentionally moving through life with, not with purpose, but they are being very intentional about being sincere in all their interactions, right? Whether it's your job, your relationships, just how you in generally are moving throughout the world. And by being sincere with everything you do, like, you eliminate karma. You're not people pleasing, you're not throwing shade. It's kind of like walking the middle path, or walking the middle path, right? You have gone through a lot of lessons to get to a point where you understand this, and you grasp that the authentic, genuine self is the only self that you should really show up for, right? You're not being passive aggressive, giving compliments or throwing shade at anybody. It's really being intentional to be sincere in every single interaction. It's having complete control over your thoughts, your behaviors, your actions. And it takes a lot of learning, a lot of life lessons to get to a period in your life where you understand, like, the meaning of sincerity and how powerful it actually is. So that's the first cards. The next card is A Tidy House, Clarity and Organization, A Winter's Dream, Gestation Period, and Skywriting, the Fates. This goes back to the other two cards I mentioned first, right? So you're being sincere in all your interactions because you know it's going to eliminate your karma. You want to move forward. You don't want to keep learning the same lessons. So with clarity and organization, you're very much aware of the things that you need to let go, right? You're taking this time, this gestation period, to clean house. Your body is your house. Your mind is your house. Probably your actual house too. Because you know that fate's coming. It's that wheel of fortune. You have to get rid of the old to make room for the new. And to have these sets of cards, like, this is someone who's been on a spiritual journey for quite a minute. To get to this point, it's hard work. It's not something that a lot of people get to. So whoever I'm reading for today, like, heck yeah. This is absolutely beautiful. You're in the process of fulfilling your destiny. And it's no easy task at all. The next cards we have is Empty Well, Time to Replenish, and Possibility for Union. Okay, we'll start with this Empty Well, Time to Replenish card. So when I look at this card, the steps kind of look like scales, right? And then you got the fire ring and then the light inside. What I'm getting from this card, it's like you went in to slay the dragon. I don't know why I keep getting these Disney references, but I do. Like, the dragon is guarding the treasure and the princess, right? Dragons don't go to the dragon store and buy gold, right? And they definitely don't marry princesses. What the dragon is symbolizing is, like, fear, and the scales / steps is like the journey that you took to overcome the fear to get to the gold inside. It's like if God was going to hide magic inside of you, he would hide it in the scariest, darkest place. The place you don't want to look. The place that you've been conditioned to shy away from, to not want to deal with, because you got to be brave and you got to be strong. That's the only way you get to earn the right to get to that treasure, right? You got to look in the parts of you that you're afraid of, that you're ashamed of, that you don't want to put light on. But whoever I'm reading for has, they went through the scary forest, they climbed the tallest tower, and defeated the dragon. That's huge, huge, right? So the next card is Sky Bridge, possibility for union, right? This looks like the tower, right? This looks like the floor is lava road to get there, to get to that treasure. That light is the treasure. It's the same light that's in this card, right? So you defeated the dragon, and you're going up the steps. And if you look closely, there's like a huge step missing there. So you got to take a huge leap, and you got to leap up, which is like very scary, and I would imagine super challenging, especially if you're not a good jumper. But, and I see like these pillars as like left brain, right brain. You're not using any of your ego mind to get there. You're using your spiritual mind, your higher mind is guiding you there. It's like this whole thing is like the story of like the hero's journey, which is crazy because it takes lifetimes to get to this, like lifetimes. So possibility, what does it say? Possibility for union. It means by digging deep and looking in those scary places, you're getting a part of yourself back. The lost part, the magical part, the powerful part, right? This is like striving for enlightenment. I'm talking to somebody who's striving for enlightenment, the highest possible stage that you can have in your lower mind, your ego consciousness, while being incarnated in a human body. And it looks like you achieve it. This says first breath, beginner's mind, magician's sword, confidence, and magic. All right, let's start with first breath. This card looks like one of those models from America's Top Models, right? Where they do those crazy shoots. She's all dressed all crazy, holding some planets. Anyways, first breath reminds me of like when a baby's born and they cut the umbilical cord. And it's when the magic and the miracle of nature first comes alive, right? Like you're testing the lungs for the very first time. The nutrition now has to go through the digestive tract instead of the umbilical cords. And these are things that have never been used before, right? The whole time the baby's in the mom's stomach, she's giving him oxygen and nutrition. So it's like you're testing everything that you've made and learned up to this time. And you got to have confidence to do that. You got to cut that umbilical cord, having confidence that the lungs are developed enough to take this breath, to sustain the life without the mother. That's what's going on here. Somebody is taking everything that they've learned confidently and testing out all the theories, all the concepts, all the spiritual laws, all the knowledge and wisdom that they've had to learn and get through very hard trials and tribulations. This is no easy feat. This is a butterfly moment. This is someone's butterfly moment. This is something that every human being gets incarnated for, to reach this state of enlightenment. So whoever this is freaking amazing. This is somebody that's going to change the world, which brings me to my next set of oracle cards, which are even more exciting, right? So first we have weaving flowers. To me, this indicates all the steps, just like weaving a basket. You got to put one string through, get another one, to create a pattern, to make something whole that you can carry with you. This is all the years, all the study, and this is taking analytical knowledge and using it in practical form. Like say you want to rebuild car motors, right? You can read a book on how to fix a car or build a car, but unless you actually have a car to work on and put it into practice, you're not going to have a clue what you're doing. So this is somebody being very hands-on. This is like you had to make your world, the whole world, your science lab. Like, it's pretty cool. It's really cool. And what you're doing in the meantime, this next card is My Home is My Castle. This card talks about every thought, every action, everything you do, everyone you meet, every relationship you have. And like I said, every thought, the totality of all of it builds you, what you look like, what your reality looks like from the inside out. So this is like the totality of everything that you've done. This is multiple lifetimes of things. This isn't just one. This could be thousands of lifetimes, right? To get to this point where you're building a castle. Because the next card is Sleeping Beauty's Dream, right? To me, this card signifies a dream that she has close to her heart. Maybe one that she doesn't share with anyone, but it's protected, right? It's protected up in her nest. So this person who I'm speaking about, or people, have been very intentional about everything. I mean, this is like practicing extreme presence. You're observing every thought, every word before you're saying it. You pay attention to what you let into your subconscious. If you pick up a newspaper, you might read one line, but subconsciously, your mind absorbs everything on that paper. This is someone who's been very diligent to only let in what they want into their subconscious mind. And like I said with the other cards, this is no easy task. This is somebody with a lot of determination, with a lot of faith that moves mountains. It's absolutely beautiful, which brings me to my next card, which is my favorite card because of the symbolism on it, right? This card is called The Gift. And if you see, there's a lady and there's a swan, which to me stands for transformation, right? And then the swan's got a umbrella over top of it. So like this whole transformation, she's been protected, but she doesn't know she's been protected. And then the lady's hair are feathers, which signifies that she's had to raise her thoughts to very high in nature, very beautiful, very pure thoughts, right? And then she's holding a present. So what this card talks about is the energy that you're in when, let's say, like kids at Christmas time, right? They run into the living room, they see all the presents. The magic of that energy before they open the present, they know the present is there, but they don't know what's in it. This is someone who's able to be in that energy. And if you think about it, most of our lives, that energy of enthusiasm and magic and excitement right before you open your Christmas presents, it only lasts for a couple minutes because then you tear it open. This is someone who stays in that energy, who is able to see the magic before them, right? The whole world is their present, and they're a present to the world. But not only that, there's the red and white aspect of this. Parts red and parts white. Well, the alchemical process of red and white mixing does not make pink, right? The white gets whiter and the red gets redder. The vitality and light enhance in both of them. But what it does mean, it means mastering the unity of the body to serve the soul's purpose. That is crazy. That is crazy awesome. The unity of the physical body to serve the soul's purpose. This is somebody who has spent lifetimes to achieve this. This is like Jesus energy. This is someone that is a gift to the world, and the world is their gift. This is not a very easily attainable energy. It's so beautiful, and I'm so happy for whoever this is, right? And at the bottom of the deck, it says change of the seasons. What this card means to me is whoever's achieved this massive feat, this is enlightenment. This is the ultimate goal of the human being, right? To get to a state of this gift card and stay in it, to live every day like this. But the change of the seasons card to me means after going through all this stuff and obtaining all this knowledge and wisdom, They see that the spring is important to plant the seeds. The summer is important to generate the light and energy for the seeds to grow. The fall is important to harvest this, whatever was grown. And the winter is important because when the leaves fall and decay, it puts nutrients back into the earth. This is someone who has had radical acceptance of the suffering, the pain, the heartache, the joy, the love, and is able to see the totality of it on a bigger picture, to where now they're going to be able to, this is like a world changer. This is someone who will influence everybody they come across. They will send positive light. Like, imagine if you had a light shining out your heart space and everybody wore mirrors, right? I'm seeing it like this person smiles at another person they're passing, and it reflects off their mirror onto someone else's mirror, onto someone else's mirror. And suddenly this one light is circling the world, lighting it up for everybody. This is how powerful of a person this is. Whoever I'm reading for, like, this is, like I said, this is like a master. This is a teacher. This is someone that's going to have a positive impact on humanity as a whole. And I'm so grateful to be able to give this message, because I don't even know if they know, like, where they're at. 'Cause usually when you're on your spiritual journey, you have no idea where you're at. But this is someone who is going to be a game changer, who's going to affect the lives of a lot of people. And it's so beautiful. I'm so excited. At the bottom of the Oracle deck, we have resourcefulness, horned cactus. The thing about this card is, see, the cactus has got spikes and horns, but there's water, right? There's vitality and life inside of it, but you wouldn't know by looking at it because the land is barren and dry. But by going through the spikes and the horns and, the heat of the cactus, like, you find that there's water, there's life, there's sustainability. It's like a hidden treasure. Like I said, the hidden treasure in the scary parts. Somebody has found their hidden treasure. Someone has slayed the dragon, found their hidden treasure, and now they're going to be a gift to the world, right? That's so beautiful. So whoever you are, like, kudos to you. This is what everyone in humanity should aim to do, right? Everyone. Yeah. All right, the next card I have is sacrifice. This is someone who has come up out of the muck, right, into the light. This is someone who's having that lotus moment where it's dark, it's scary, you don't know where it's going, and then all of a sudden, bam. Next card, awareness, right? You're the light. You realize you only saw all the darkness around you because you're the light. And without that light being lit inside of you, you didn't know that there was so much darkness. And then you light the way for others. Next card, shadow. Same thing. Sorry, my lighting's not very good. Somebody's going to step into the world. Like, maybe we're going to have a new world leader or an activist or someone that's going to promote great change. But there's someone so beautiful and so rare that spent a lot of time sacrificing. It's like sacrificing their physical body for the spiritual body so that they could impact a greater whole, It's like somebody gets their ticket to heaven, right? Like they earned their stripes. They earned their new beginning. That's the next card. This is somebody on top of the world. This is somebody that's probably going to create a new world. Consciousness is changing so fast. And the world we live in today is not the world that was 20 years ago. And it's the same with 20 years from now. I would like to hope we're moving in a positive direction, but I don't know. I don't even know if people are even going to... They're probably being like little egg-shaped things with virtual reality. Who knows? I tell my son, because he got virtual reality for Christmas all the time. And I was like, how about PR? Physical reality, live streaming every day, all day. You can interact with the nature. You can smell the flowers. It's so cool. And it's free. So, All right, Spirit. I'll get some tarot. Let's see what messages we have for this awesomely beautiful person. Look, Five of Wands. This someone who has fought and climbed and dug their way out of the darkness towards the light. But the only way you can really do this is by doing it sincerely, right? You can't step on the back of someone else. You can't use other people, places, or things in a negative way and expect to get a positive result. This is someone who really cares, not just about themselves, but they care about the world and they want to make it better. This is someone this is Five of Cups. This is someone who has suffered a lot of loss, a lot of sadness. Like 2 5s. 5 signified change, right? And then we got 9 of Cups. This lady's liberated. The cups are flying. She's like, yeah, I'm in the light. This is someone who has freed themselves from darkness, right? Someone who's been liberated. This is someone who either will not have to incarnate again or is only incarnated to help the world, right? This is so beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah, look, this is someone who made a decision to do the work. And if you see this card right here, there's lots of moons, right? These are cycles. This is time. This is circular, right? Like spirit moves circular. This is spiral. Like this is someone who had to go through a lot of cycles to achieve this, but they chose to. This is someone that's going to make the world better. So whoever you are, we're grateful for you. And oh man, thanks for doing great things. You better yourself, you better us all. So that's so beautiful. I hope you liked today's message. Thanks so much.